What's going on, guys? It's Michael MGF, and today I'm going to be doing a review on BrickUltra's Mech Pilot. And I usually don't do a whole lot of reviews on other people's custom minifigures, but I have no plans to bring Titanfall minifigures to my channel, so I figured why not acquire this minifigure and review it for you guys, as it is a really high quality minifigure, and I'm definitely very fond of it and all the detail that it contains. And what it is actually a pilot from the game Titanfall, and it is an upcoming title by Respawn Entertainment. And Respawn Entertainment, they used to be a part of Activision, but then after a bunch of lawsuits, they eventually made Respawn Entertainment as kind of like a splinter group, and then here they are with Titanfall, their upcoming very first game. And Titanfall is similar to Call of Duty, but not exactly. My only problem with the upcoming Titanfall game is that it's not actually going to have single player, and I'm a big single player person, so that kind of bothers me, but I think I'll still get it to play it, because it does seem like a lot of fun, because you have a lot of chances to get in these giant mechs, which are called the Titans, and these guys are the ones who pilot them. So it's pretty obvious, because he's, you know, the mech pilot. So yeah, this minifigure is really great, has some great quality printing, not to mention all the detail that is compacted into the design of it. It is just definitely a great minifigure and definitely worth picking up. So without further ado, let's go ahead and take a closer look at him. Okay, so here we go, and I should mention right off the bat that this minifigure was printed using digital printing, and digital printing is a little bit different than the printing that the LEGO Group uses, which is pad printing, for their production minifigures, but it doesn't really make that big of a difference, and definitely takes digital printing and stretches its benefits to the fullest, and making for a great minifigure. Now, something I really want to mention, I don't want to spend too much time on it, because honestly, at this point, I feel like it's just really self-explanatory. If you take a look at this minifigure, from the little number on the left side of the torso, to the ammo pouches, to the Kevlar weave suit design that they have in different areas on the front of the torso, it's an incredibly detailed minifigure, and the design is very admirable, and it's just really fantastic. And but definitely some things to highlight would be the shaping of the visor. Taking a look at the actual character, if you take a look at the picture on the screen right now, it's you know, you can see the shape of the visor is definitely pretty awesome, but you'll also notice on the other hand that the character you see on your screen is not exactly the same as the figure you're looking at right now, and that is because the designer didn't just pay attention to one character model from Titanfall, because there are various different pilots that are going to be in Titanfall, and focusing on just one might be a little bit difficult given that the game isn't actually out yet. So various different designs were implemented all into one, and making for one generic Titanfall minifigure. And honestly, like I said, the design is very admirable, and that is definitely one of those reasons, and for it being so awesome. And you can see he even has a headset printed onto the sides of the head, which is definitely really cool, and just an incredible amount of outlining and detail that has been implemented here. I mean, I can't stress how much detail there is, and all the different green highlights throughout the minifigure are also very nice. The knee pads, some sections have dark blue printed on, and just really a fantastic minifigure, and it's just really great. Not to mention the arms and how great they look, and how not only do they look great on this minifigure by itself, but they could definitely be utilized for different minifigures, you know, for maybe some different combinations if you're a purist. So yeah, I mean, like I said, there is so much detail in this minifigure that it is really self-explanatory. So for that reason, I think we'll go ahead and conclude the video, but I definitely recommend this minifigure, and it is just really incredible to look at. And it honestly, I've seen a lot of digital printing given how long I've been in this community, and this is definitely the best digital printed minifigure that I have probably ever seen. So for that reason, I definitely recommend this minifigure from BrickUltra, and I'm not just saying that, I was actually genuinely surprised by it. So yeah, alright guys, so let's go ahead and conclude this review.
Welcome to Titanfall. Prepare for combat. Your Titan is being deployed.
Alright guys, so that about wraps up the review on this guy alone, the pilot from Titanfall. And if you enjoyed this review or found it informative, be sure to leave this video a like below. You can also follow me on Twitter and Facebook, there I post all kinds of behind the scenes photos and updates of what I'm doing and what's to come from my channel. So yeah. Now this minifigure retails for 30 bucks on BrickUltra's store, and it might be a little bit pricey to some of you guys, but I mean, it's definitely well worth it because all the detail that's been compacted into the design of this minifigure, not to mention just the general quality of its printing, it definitely makes it well worth it. And if you're looking forward to Titanfall, then this is definitely a great minifigure to pick up, and I definitely highly recommend it. And I'm not just saying that, this minifigure is definitely pretty cool, and it exceeded my expectations, so yeah, now I wasn't really looking forward to Titanfall that much, but when I got this minifigure and I looked at some footage, I was like, okay, cool, it's a first-person shooter with giant mechs involved, and it looks pretty cool and definitely pretty fun. However, this is not going to have a single-player campaign, which bothers me because I'm a big single-player person, but regardless, this is Respawn Entertainment's first title before their after their departure from Activision, so it only makes sense that they can only do so much on their first attempt, but Titanfall is definitely one hell of a first attempt by their company. So I'm definitely looking forward to it next year. But regardless, guys, that is it for the review on BrickUltra's Mech pilot, which is really the pilot from Titanfall, of course. Copyright. So yeah. Alright guys, I will catch you later.
Bye!
That pilot those giant mechs. I don't know how many times. Gosh damn it. Really cool. It's sort of like, you know, I give up.